So for the next few minutes, I'm going to take you through a Magento Commerce Cloud experience. And to do that, we're going to take the role of three different personas. We're going to look at it from a customer perspective. We're going to look at it from a store associate perspective, and also looking at it from a brand merchandiser. So just to start, I'd like to thank Accent Group and the Athlete's Foot for allowing us to use their brand for the purpose of the demo. And some great stuff going on with this wonderful customer of ours. So let's get to it. I'm going to go over to my laptop here, and I'm going to take on the role of Sharon. So Sharon's an athletic professional. She's super busy. She's here at Symposium. And she's feeling very inspired because she just finished the City to Surf run last weekend. She's so inspired, she wants to go and buy herself some more running shoes. So where does she go? She comes to the Athlete's Foot store, and she wants to go in and look at various models that meet her requirements. And I'm just going in here, and I was kind of interested. Sharon's in the audience. She's kind of interested in this kind of in-store online capability and click and collect. So that's kind of intriguing to me. So let me start off. I'll go in and look at some shoes. I'm kind of interested in ASICS as a brand. And if I go into ASICS, I can then kind of filter down by more attributes on shoe size and so forth. And in this case, I'm going to look at my size. I'm size 25, for Sharon that is, just average measurements. And I can see here that I've got the option to start viewing availability both in-store and online. And this is pretty cool. So we're looking at not just the Magento online capability, but we're combining that now with the order management capability by surfacing inventory or stock availability from both online and in-store, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at what's available in store and close. So now we're kind of down to three particular styles. Sharon quite likes the 360 Quantum, so we're going to click on that. And we can see there's a bit of information about the shoe itself, but most importantly, because I clicked on Collect in Store, I can now go and check availability. And as I say, Sharon's here at Symposium. It kind of suits her. She likes to shop on the go, so it kind of suits her to kind of break out during the day and pick up some shoes nearby. So let's have a look at the availability. And I can see there's 3 Athlete's Foot stores in the vicinity of ICC, or kind of near vicinity for ICC, and one of which has got some availability within 3 hours. And that's at Bondi Junction, which is pretty cool. So Sharon lives in Surrey Hill, so that kind of works for her. She can nip out or actually grab them on the way home. So I'm going to select store. And now we're just going to save that and go back to my screen, which is great. So I'm now kind of about to reserve those shoes for me to collect. And what's pretty nice here is instead of going through the typical shopping cart journey of click, enter my billing details or my address, my email address, and my credit card details, Magento has this instant purchase option. So I can actually use the wallet, which is already cached in my browser, the details in there, to go straight to my order confirmation page, which I can see here, and then just click to confirm that order. So Sharon's done. She can get on and enjoy the rest of Symposium. She gets a nice little message here to thank her for the order. She can kind of download the calendar event to remind her to pick up the shoes, and she can also pull down a little map locator as well to get her to Westfield. So let's see how that shopping journey then moves on and what that looks like from the store associate. So for that, I'm going to move over to my iPad. And you should be able to see my iPad now. And what I can see as a store associate is that I've got 3 pending orders for collection. I'm not interested in the other 2. I'll just have a look at the top one, which is Sharon's. So I'm going to start my picking in store. So I click on there, and what I can see is pretty simple for me. I can actually see the details of the order. Most importantly, I can actually see that the order has already been paid for online. So I don't need to collect money from Sharon when she turns up. I'm going to start the pick process. Typically now I'd go to the back of the stock room, bring out the shoes, take them to the collection point, and then I'd complete my pick process, and then I'd print a whole document or a sticker to be put onto those shoes for collection. That's pretty cool. So that means that I've kind of done my job. The shoes are ready for Sharon to pick up, but also a continuation of that kind of shopping experience. When Sharon comes into the store, we kind of feel comfortable now that the shoes are ready for her to collect. My colleague or the other person working in the store is available to meet and greet Sharon, and it provides another opportunity to maybe sell some other items or just to kind of continue or close off that shopping experience in a nice way for Sharon. Okay, so that's kind of where we are in terms of picking up the shoes, but let's think about it now from the perspective of the merchandiser. And for this part, what I'd like to do is kind of share some of the innovations which are already coming out between Magento Commerce Cloud and the Experience Cloud development teams to really kind of put this, to really kind of power up this whole experience-driven commerce initiative. So what we can see here, most of you will be familiar with Experience Manager, which is pretty cool. And you can see these images here on the left-hand side of the screen. So typically what you would do when you're building your page is to kind of drag drop those images into your page. The difference here, though, as I drag drop that image, we see that it's not just the image we're pulling across. This is actually a product which is coming from Magento Commerce Cloud. So we're pulling across information such as the price. We've got the image, obviously. We've got the size information that's available. We've also pulled across all the stock availability from all of those collection points and also the warehouse point as well for that particular model of shoe. Very cool. So just dragging and dropping that across. Let me see for this shoe. Just do that again. Again, I can just pull all that information across. It allows me to really render a page very quickly and put that into production so I can actually have visitors to my website transacting immediately. Now, it's not just looking at that particular version of it. Obviously, I've got different channels or variations that I might want to display that image, and also all the product information for purchase. So let me have a look at some of those other channels. There's my master listing page. I can see my hero banner for that particular model. It's already been rendered across. And I also can see some other variants of this as well. So I've got my feature variant for A/B testing. I can look at my native mobile app, which has already been rendered on for me to kind of push out. I've got other things here, which is my chatbot's already been set up so that there's information about that shoe available, so that I can actually provide some information back to customers who've purchased or showing interest. And I can even promote that up into different social channels as well. In this case, we're looking at Pinterest. So it's pretty cool stuff, very easy, and from a merchandiser's perspective, my productivity is increased tenfold because I'm pulling everything across. I don't need to worry about displaying images of products which I don't have the ability to fulfill on because all of that information has been pulled across from Magento. So this is kind of a quick demo or a quick show of what the power of experience-driven commerce is by combining Magento Commerce Cloud and also the Adobe Experience Cloud together. We're super excited about this. This is something which is already happening. This is our first integration which has been released. We see a huge amount of opportunity for Magento Commerce Cloud within the Experience Cloud portfolio, and hopefully you'll find it exciting as well.